guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Soph. On this channel we talk about all things books, pretty much. I used to say beauty, but honestly it's been a long time and I don't think I'll be going back there, but who knows. For today's video I do have my February TBR. I didn't do one for January because I didn't really have a set list of books for me to read. I am an organised girl now. So here is my lovely stack of books. It is kind of missing one because I don't have it yet, but because it is February, obviously February is like a Valentine's Day month, so I have themed my books around romance, mostly because all my like contemporary romance ones I don't seem to be getting to because I'm obsessed with the fantasy romance, but because this month is Valentine's Day month, I am prioritising my contemporary romance and any other romance I have. So without further ado, I'm just going to get right onto it. So in no particular order, on top of the pile I have Crave by Tracy Wolff. This is a paranormal romance book. It is a series of 4 or 5 books, I think. I have been meaning to get to this series for the longest time. If you have been around on my channel for quite a while, you will notice that, or remember that this book was on one of my previous TBRs, but I didn't get around to it. It is quite chunky, but I feel like it would be quite a fast read. And this is about a girl named Grace who is the only normal girl at Catmere Academy, but she's surrounded by shapeshifters, witches, vampires, but she gets attacked within the first few days of her arrival, and it quickly becomes clear that somebody is going to go into great lengths to see her dead. So it's all about her in this like supernatural world, trying to survive with some romance along the way. I love vampire things and anything like supernaturally, so I am amazed that I haven't got to this book yet. To be honest, I think I've just been so hooked on the like fae side of fantasy that I just haven't moved from it. But yeah, I'm really excited to read this one. Next up we have Get Alive, Chloe Brown by Talia Hibbert. This book is one in a 3-part series, but they're all about different people, so they're technically all, it's 3 standalones, but it's about the 3 Brown sisters. And this one is about Chloe, who is chronically ill. She's a computer geek, and after she almost dies, she comes up with a list of things for her to get her life. They include enjoying a drunken night out, ride a motorbike, go camping, have meaningless but thoroughly enjoyable sex, travel the world with nothing but hand luggage, and do something bad. And then she meets someone called Red Morgan, who is a guy with tattoos, a motorbike, the typical like bad boy. So it is a romance between them and him kind of helping her get a life. I don't really need to go into detail, everyone's kind of spoken about this one already. I don't understand why it's taken me so long to get around to it. I honestly need to catch up. We then have a book by Miss Colleen Hoover, and this is It Ends With Us. Again, I've had this for a little while now. It's one of my contemporary ones, so I just haven't got around to reading it, and I'll just read the blurb for you. Lily hasn't always had it easy, but that never stopped her from working hard for the life she wants. She's come a long way from the small town in Maine where she grew up. She graduated from college, moved to Boston, and started her own business. So when she feels a spark with a gorgeous neurosurgeon named Ryle Kincaid, everything in Lily's life suddenly seems almost too good to be true. Ryle is assertive, stubborn, and maybe even a little arrogant. He's also sensitive, brilliant, and has a total soft spot for Lily, but Ryle's complete aversion to relationships is disturbing. As questions about her new relationship overwhelm her, so do thoughts of Atlas Corrigan, her first love, and a link to the past she left behind. He was her kindred spirit, her protector, and when Atlas suddenly reappears, everything Lily has built with Ryle is threatened. I remember the plot to this now. But yeah, that sounds really good. So she basically like falls in love pretty much with somebody else, and then her ex-love comes back into her life, as they do at the most inconvenient times, and threatens to throw all of that off balance. The next one is, yes, there is a lot of books, considering I ended the month with reading about 3 a month. We are on The Spanish Love Deception by Eleanor Armour. This book has been raved about, so I had to pick it up, and I haven't even read the blog. Don't even know what it's about. So here we go. A wedding in Spain. The most infuriating man. 3 days to convince your family you're actually in love. Catalina Martin desperately needs a date to her sister's wedding, especially when her little white lie about her American boyfriend has spiraled out of control. Now everyone she knows, including her ex-boyfriend and his fiancé, will be there. She only has 4 weeks to find someone willing to cross the Atlantic for her and aid in her deception. New York City to Spain is no short flight, and her family won't be easy to fool. But even then, when Aaron Blackford, the 6'4", blue-eyed pain in the ass, offers to step in, she's not tempted even for a second. Never has there been a more aggravating, blood-boiling and insufferable man. But Catalina is desperate, and as the wedding gets closer, the more desirable an option Aaron Blackford becomes. So it's the fake dating trope, and we love to see it. I hope that I'll enjoy this as much as everyone else has, because this has been hyped. And I have very, very, very high hopes for it. And next up, we have a graphic novel that I've been meaning to get around to reading because I've had this for the longest time. And that is Lore Olympus Volume 1 by Rachel Smith. This is a Hades and Persephone story. The art is literally stunning. I've had nothing but good vibe about it. Everyone seems to be loving it and desperate for volume 2, so I hope it's the same. But you can actually read it. It's a webtoon on... Oh, it's a website called Webtoon, duh. But yeah, so you can actually read it online, but this is the bind up of the webtoon, so I'm excited to read this. And yeah, and then the last one, and the one that I will probably use to read along in the Pharaoh Feb sprints, is House of Sky and Breath, whichever way around it is, by Sarah J Maas, because literally on New Year's Day I finished reading Crescent City by Sarah J Maas, and House of Sky and Breath, I keep calling it Crescent City, House of Earth and Blood, this one is, and House of Sky and Breath is the second one in the second installment in the series, and I am so excited for it, and it comes out in February, so that will be the last one of my TBR. Obviously I don't have it now to show you, but I will put a picture here. And yeah, so I can't wait to get my hands on that. Honestly, Hunt and Bryce, if you haven't read it, like if you haven't read the first one, please do. It's such a good adult fantasy romance, and it's like so different to Akatar, where Reese and Feyre were like this fast, like blooming romance. Hunt and Bryce were very slow burn, and there was big bumps along the way, but it's so good, so good. I might even do a reading vlog for House of Sky and Breath because I am so excited for it. I do have it pre-ordered, so I will get it when it comes out from Waterstones, so yeah, I'm very excited. But yeah, so I've got 5 books and a graphic novel this month, so wish me luck. I will of course keep you updated. I'm hoping to do, I've got 2 weeks holiday in February, so I should actually be able to get quite a lot of reading done, and also 24-hour readathons / reading vlogs. I don't do them too often because I work like 30 to 40 hours a week, so it's kind of hard for me to fit everything in. Like the weekends and my odd day off is sometimes the only time I get to film. Let me know what is on your February TBR. If you have read the books that I have mentioned, let me know what you thought about them, and let me know what's on your TBR, because it's Romance Feb and Pharaoh Feb if you're taking part in it. So that is it from me today, guys, and I will see you in the next video where I should have a very large book haul. Bye!